Hi English 102 online students. Welcome to week 13 of our course. It's kind of almost hard to believe I'm saying week 13 because that means we're really close to the end. We have just a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks left in our semester. We'll be wrapping everything up in this course by Monday, December 7th. So we're actually about 1 month away from the complete end. So like always, we'll start at course information. And at course information, you can download the course calendar. I've already got that open and available here. And we'll go all the way down to week 13. Okay, so it will probably be a good idea to just kind of take a look at not only this week, but what's coming up a little bit later on. Because I'm really going to want you to look not just at this week's assignments. Of course, that's your priority for this week. But I'd also like you to take a look at what's coming up. So I'm going to walk you through all of that in this week's video. So the assignments that you have due this week are assignments 8.1, 8.2, and 8.3. And with that, we are almost completely done with all homework assignments in English 102. The only one we'll have left will be in week 15, which is a peer review of a classmate's problem solution research report draft. So we're almost to the end with homework assignments. You'll see the topics that we'll be studying in week 13 are thesis statements, because the thesis statement is going to be the foundation of your problem solution research report, just like any argumentative essay that you write. So this activity is going to be giving you some practice with thesis statements. You'll be learning about how to put together an academic paragraph and also about writing conclusions. And then as you'll see moving into week 14, you're going to be writing the first draft of your problem solution research report. That won't be due until Sunday, November 22nd. And week 15, you're going to be doing that peer review assignment that I just mentioned. That'll be due Monday, November 30th. And then the last 2 tasks you'll have for the end of the course would be the final version of your problem solution research report and a presentation of that. And you'll be doing that presentation individually online. And there are lots of details coming about that. Okay, so that's an overview of the next few weeks that are coming up. Okay, so we'll go back into Blackboard, into my classroom. And we'll head into course modules and down to module 8. And in module 8, you'll see the 3 assignments you'll be working on this week, all of them due by Sunday, November 15th. So you've got 4 types of thesis statements, and your task here is to watch a video about 4 types of thesis statements that will prepare you to start drafting your final research papers. And you'll find that video here at this link. And as it explains to you, since you'll be writing a problem solution essay, your thesis will likely take the form of a report plus research thesis statement. All of this is going to be explained in the video. For the research part of your thesis statement, you'll need to choose from among the 4 types explained in the video. So for this assignment, what I would like you to do is write a potential thesis statement for your final research paper, your problem solution research report, using the type of statement you think is most appropriate for your topic. And you'll learn about that in the video. So remember that your thesis should be arguable. In other words, reasonable people should have valid arguments against or even for your thesis. And I will give you feedback on your statement. And the goal of that is then when you go to draft the first version of your problem solution research report in a couple of weeks, you're going to have a thesis statement already ready to work with. Assignment 8.2 is putting together an academic paragraph. So here again, you'll be watching a video about integrating sources using quotations and paraphrases. And then you'll download the attached exercise on putting together an academic paragraph with integrated sources. Okay, so if we go ahead and download this so you can get a look at it. Okay, so the instructions you'll need to follow. You've got 3 different examples of academic paragraphs. All of them are argumentative essay topics, sample paragraphs that students in previous semesters of English 102 have included in their problem solution research reports. And with their permission, I borrowed their paragraphs because I thought they would be good examples for you. So what I want you to do is color code each of the paragraphs. So the first thing you're going to do with level 1, you're going to decide, is this a problem paragraph or is this a solution paragraph? Because basically the way that your final problem solution research report is going to be structured is the first part of your paper, you're going to be talking about the problem you've been investigating during this entire semester. And then the second half of your paper is going to be about your proposals to solve or remedy that problem. So the first thing you have to decide here is this a problem or is it a solution paragraph? So you can simply highlight whichever one you think it is. Or if you think it's a solution, you would highlight solution instead. So just like this. Okay, so you choose which one you think it is. And then the next thing you're going to highlight would be the claim or the topic sentence of your paragraph. Okay, and it could be, or is very likely to be, the first sentence of each paragraph is going to be the topic sentence or the claim. So I can go ahead, and it's not letting me do it without highlighting the other part there. Okay. All right, let's try this just to get rid of that formatting there. Okay, so I would choose blue, let's say, if I think that's the claim or the topic sentence. All right, and we'll backtrack on that. And you'll do the same for the rest of the items. And you should get a pretty good idea of which part is which after watching the video that goes along with it about integrating sources. So then you're going to be looking for reasons that support the claim or the topic sentence. Then evidence. Okay, in the video you're going to be learning about how evidence is integrated, either as a paraphrase or a quote. They'll teach you in the video about avoiding dropped quotations, how to lead into a quote or a paraphrase, giving credit to the author and using correct in-text citations. So that's going to be a really helpful part of it. And then finally, you'll be labeling the concluding or transition sentence, which is most likely going to be the last sentence. It could be the last couple of sentences. So make sure that you are labeling each section of each paragraph so you can get a feel for how an effective academic paragraph looks. Okay, as we scroll down a little bit further, I do have a question here for you at the end of page 1. Why does each paragraph need topic and concluding sentences? You probably, for the most part, don't want to begin and end your academic paragraph with quotes. It may be appropriate to do so, in certain cases, but for the most part, you're probably not going to do that. So why do you think it would be better to end the paragraph with topic and concluding sentences? Okay, so again, as we see in the second paragraph, is it a problem paragraph? Is it a solution paragraph? Once you decide if this is a problem or solution paragraph, find the claim, topic sentence, reasons, evidence, and concluding sentences in the rest of the paragraph. Okay, and you'll do the same thing here for the bottom paragraph. Okay, so it's just a chance for you to get to apply what you've learned from the video. And then finally, we'll go back over here to Module 8. You'll see I've also included an integrating sources and APA style video. You're also welcome to watch this one either in addition to the MLA one or in place of, if you really want to focus your attention on APA style, or if you want to learn the difference between the two, and they're very similar in this regard of introducing sources. So that's there for any students who are working with APA on their assignments. And once you've labeled your paragraphs, you'll just click on the 8.2 link and upload it. And then moving down to assignment 8.3, okay, here you're going to be learning about writing conclusions. So you'll click on the link for this online textbook. You've used it for 1 or 2 assignments earlier in the semester. I'd like you to read about writing conclusions on the pages that I've given you there. Then read the example introductory paragraph at the bottom of page 108. Indicate which techniques the writer used in her conclusion, and comment on how each sentence adds to the strength of the paragraph. So you're going to be basically looking at how the introduction and conclusion complement each other. And then, as stated in exercise 3, restate the thesis you wrote previously in this module for exercise 8.1, and then add some concluding remarks and a general emphatic statement. So you're kind of taking the thesis you created in exercise 8.1 and rewording it so you could use it in a conclusion. Because a conclusion is basically summarizing, recapping everything that you have included in the rest of your paper. You really don't want to state your thesis statement in the exact same words you used in the introduction paragraph. You'll want to restate it in different words. So this gives you some practice doing that and gives you kind of a way to begin your conclusion paragraph. You'll already have that ready to go. Okay, so you'll copy and paste both paragraphs into a Word document, add comment boxes with your thoughts for part 1, and attach your work at the assignment link above. Okay, and if you need to see a tutorial on adding comments in Word documents, I've included that video below just in case it's helpful. Okay, so that's everything in Module 8. So you'll have those 3 assignments due by Sunday, November 15th. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and go over here to our welcome page, to the announcement section. This is the announcement that will be going out to you very shortly. And I just wanted to kind of give you a heads up about the assignments that are coming up after this week, because I want to give you a chance to go ahead and start taking a look at those. So as I tell you in the second half of the announcement here, in addition to the 3 smaller assignments, the Module 8 assignments, I really would like you to start looking ahead to the final major writing assignment, which is the Problem Solution Research Report. The first draft of it is due in 2 weeks, which is Sunday, November 22nd. The final version, along with an online presentation, will be due in 1 month, so Monday, December 7th. That's during finals week. And I really would like you to have lots of time to be able to look over the requirements and ask questions and get a head start on them if that works for you. So the Problem Solution Research Report draft, the guidelines, there are sample essays in MLA and APA style, and the Turnitin link to submit it, they're all located in the final module folder. And I'll go there in just a moment so you can take a look at that. The problem solution research presentation, you'll prepare this along with or maybe after you've gotten your final paper done. Both of them are due by Monday, December 7th. You decide which is the best order for you. But you'll do an online presentation and you'll use Blackboard Collaborate. Hopefully you've had a chance to use Blackboard Collaborate before. Maybe you've stopped by some virtual office hours, a few students have. And the great thing about Collaborate is that you can also record presentations there even if your instructor is not there in the class with you. So I'll be opening up a presentation room close to that time where students can go ahead and enter that virtual space, that virtual room, and you can actually upload a PowerPoint presentation of your research from the semester. And you can go ahead and give a presentation there, record it, and I can come back and view it later. So all the instructions for that, along with a sample presentation that's actually, it's a classroom-based presentation, but it's a really good example just for the organization, presentation of your content. You don't have to record yourself standing up or anything. You'll just be recording yourself in Blackboard Collaborate with or without a camera. Okay, so all the materials for that are also in the final module folder, and then the final version of your essay, there's a link there to submit that. So if we go back to my classroom, and we'll go into modules and down to the final module folder. Okay, and you'll see here, as I explained, are the guidelines, and we have, let's see, we have got a sample of a problem solution research report, 2 samples in MLA style. We've got 2 samples in APA style, and it looks like I still have to attach the guidelines there. I thought they were there already, but I'll go ahead and upload that just before you, or just after you see this video, but it'll be there. So you'll see the guidelines, and once they're there, I want you to go ahead and open those and make sure you read through those guidelines just so that you know what's coming up in a couple of weeks. Next week, I'll go into detail about how to start putting together your draft, what should be included in it. So for this week, along with your Module 8 assignments, you're only going to be just looking through those guidelines, just taking a look and kind of getting prepared for what's coming. Okay. The link to submit your draft is right here underneath the guidelines. Okay, the peer review link, which you'll be doing in, let's go back over to our course calendar. That will be in week 15, so right before finals week. Okay, then you've got all the materials for the research presentation, so you can download the guidelines for that. It also explains how to use Blackboard Collaborate. I've given a link to the video that explains how to record a presentation in Blackboard Collaborate. I have that video linked right here. It's also in these guidelines. And I've also linked another website that explains it kind of in steps, step by step, how to do it. In next week's video, I will go through it with you as well. And then finally, you've got the link to actually go in and record your presentation. Okay, if you click on that, it's going to take you to Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. I have not created a presentation room yet. Once I do, all you'll have to do is click on that and just go in and record your presentation. As I said, next week I'll go through that and explain it in more detail. All right, so one more thing to look at over here. All right, I guess we'll have to do this the long way and go back into modules. Okay, so the very last thing you'll find in the folder there is just the assignment link for the final problem solution research report, which you'll submit on Monday, December 7th. And as far as your research presentation, you'll also be uploading your slides at this link right here for the presentation. So you'll record it and upload your slides in Blackboard Collaborate, and you'll also upload your slides over here so that I can have a hard copy of those. So that's everything that's coming up for the end of the semester. As I said, this folder, I'm just giving you a basic introduction to it this week because you're working on Module 8 assignments. But next week, I'll be going through all of these assignments in a very specific order and making sure that you understand everything that's coming up for that final research project, for the presentation, and all of that. Okay, so that's everything for this week. So just let me know if you have questions about the Module 8 assignments, anything that comes to your mind. Don't forget about virtual office hours, also about taking advantage of any writing center appointments. A few students have done that, and I've already accounted for extra credit, so you can go up to 2 times and earn up to 10 points on your lowest essay grade. So take advantage of that opportunity. All right, so that's everything for this week. Good luck with all of it. The critical response essays, I'm still working on those. Some of you may see your grades already, and the rest should be completed by tomorrow, Monday, which is November 9th, I believe. Okay, so have a great week, and I wish you all the best.